the oven as well. This is just some butternut squash that I've diced up earlier. Nothing special about it. We've just diced up some butternut squash. What we're going to do is we're going to stick some cloves of garlic in there. Maybe just 4 or 5 cloves. Okay, give them a bash with the back of the knife just to loosen them up. Get those in there. Okay, let's get some salt and pepper in there as well with those. Just a little bit of seasoning. Okay, really simple. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to soften it down in the oven and we're going to use it as a bruschetta topping. Okay, so bruschetta, little pieces of bread. You've seen them in all sorts of Italian restaurants with tomato and things like that on them. We're going to do this one with a nice butternut squash. Get some rosemary in there with that. Okay, let's get some chilies on there. We'll have them fresh off the tree. Okay, give them a quick chop. Really simple. Okay, get all those on there. Nice little glug of olive oil. Couldn't be easier. Bit of tin foil over that. Now when you're cooking with a wood-fired oven, what you're going to find is when it's really hot, you might sometimes want to protect dishes with tin foil. If it's not as hot, if it's just nice and gentle, maybe later on in the evening when you're letting it cool down, you just want to carry on cooking, you may not need the foil. But obviously you've got 3 different types of heat going on inside this oven. We've got the direct heat coming off the fire, we've got the radiated heat coming down off the dome, and we've got the convected heat coming up off the floor. So obviously when there's a lot of direct heat, i.e. a lot of flame, you're going to get things are going to burn unless we protect them. So we're going to put a bit of tin foil over the top of our butternut squash. There we go. And that's in the oven, already cooking, along with our fire warming up in the heat we've already got going. Right, making sure that all the time we're keeping the fire going with extra pieces of wood. So let's have a go at doing a few small bruschettas. So first thing we're going to do is take our butternut squash out that we've been preparing earlier. Okay, discard the tin foil, we don't need that. Let's get that down here. So that should be nice and soft now. Really handy if you can find one somewhere. Probably the internet is one of these 300-degree gloves. Really useful when we're going to hold this hot dish now, just to get some balance on here. Okay, and then we just want to crush this down nicely, nice and soft. Get all that garlic, all that chilli, all that rosemary mixed in with this butternut squash. Okay, and that's the greatest advert for smelly vision we've had so far. All of the recipes we're going to do today, you can find them on our website. You can find them in our little cookery book that we're prepared. Certainly if you've got any of your own recipes that you'd like to share with us, by all means tweet them into us or send them into us on Facebook or by email. We'd be happy to incorporate them into the next recipe newsletter, the website, wherever. If we think it's good enough, we'll happily share it with other people. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to move on. We've got some nice pieces of French stick. Just cut them, maybe about 1 inch, 2 centimetres, something like that. Drizzle them with a little bit drop of olive oil. Very simple, just a little drizzle, and then into the oven. Okay, now this is the point where it's not a good idea to turn your back for too long, because you're going to be surprised how quickly those are going to toast in this beautiful warm oven. Okay, in the meantime, what we've got here, we've got our little 3 toppings. We've got our butternut squash, which we've prepared in the oven. This one here is a nice cold mixture of peas and broad beans, mixed with a bit of Parmesan cheese, bit of lemon, bit of mint, salt, pepper, just blend it up. Really simple. And then you've got your classic Italian bruschetta. Really good quality tomatoes, chopped up with a bit of salt, pepper, chopped garlic and some fresh basil. Okay, and you'll see in a minute the beautiful colours and the beautiful arrangement that that gives us, just as a quick little starter, a little appetizer while your guests are arriving, waiting to eat some fabulous pizzas and some fabulous meals later. Okay, quick turn of our bruschetta toast because it's already cooking nicely. 15 seconds worth, give it another 15 seconds. Keep an eye on the fire, keep feeding the fire. Want to keep warming the oven ready for our pizzas later. Okay, and here we go. So there we go, our lovely little toasted bruschettas. Probably all of you will have hands as used to this kind of temperature as I have, but that's already getting nice and warm in my hand, even with my 300-degree glove. Okay, so very, very quickly, let's get some of this lovely pea, broad bean, Parmesan cheese, lemon, salt, pepper, mint. Beautiful. Bit of tomato on a couple of these. Okay, and then some of our butternut squash. There you go. Okay, really, really simple. Got my cheese covered just to keep it nice and safe. Just finish these off. A little bit of mozzarella cheese on there. A little bit of basil on these ones, on the tomato. How about that? And then we've got our little berry tomatoes, okay, just on the butternut squash, just for a little finish. Little drizzle of olive oil over the top of that little lot, just a quick splash. And there we go, a nice little appetizer just to give to your guests as they arrive. As quickly and as simple as that. All done in real time in the beautiful Valoriani Fornino oven.